Everyone's saying the same thing right now. AI UGC ads look fake. You can tell. The skin's too smooth, the eyes are a little off, and something about the way the actor talks just feels wrong. And honestly, they're not wrong. A lot of AI UGC does look fake, but here's the thing, nobody's saying out loud, it's not the AI that's the problem, it's the process people are using to make it. I've been running meta ads for dropshipping brands for a while now, and I've watched people burn through hundreds of dollars in credits on 3 different AI ad tools trying to get one usable video. Not because the technology can't do it, because they're generating blind. They type a prompt, hit generate, wait 5 minutes, and hope. And when it comes out weird, which it does a lot, they just try again. Same blind process, same result. So the ads look fake. Not because AI can't make realistic UGC, because almost nobody's actually previewing what they're about to generate before they generate it. Today, I want to show you the fix. It's not a better AI model, it's a different order of operations. We're going to build an actual ad from scratch, and by the end, you'll see exactly why the ads that look fake and the ads that don't look fake usually went through 2 completely different workflows, not 2 different AI engines. If you're running a dropshipping brand and buying your own meta ads, you already know the actual pain here. It's not how do I make a video. You can make a video. The pain is more like this. Your best ad from 3 months ago is basically dead now. It just stopped converting, and you don't know if it's the creative, the offer, or the algorithm deciding it's bored of you. So you sit down to make new creative, and it's just you. Maybe you, staring at a folder of old product photos trying to think of a new angle. And even if you come up with something to shoot it or pay for it, and by the time it's done, you've spent a day and a half on one. Meanwhile, your CPMs are creeping up, and you're checking Ads Manager way more than you'd admit to anyone, refreshing at like 11 at night hoping the ROAS moved. And here's the part that actually gets me. Even when an ad does well, you don't really know why. So you can't repeat it on purpose. You're just guessing, relaunching, and hoping the algorithm likes today's version of you. A lot of people in this position have already tried a media buyer or an agency at some point and got burned. Vague reporting, no real explanation, just a monthly invoice and a we're testing new angles. So now there's this extra layer of, honestly, distrust on top of the exhaustion. That combination, tired, guessing, and burned once already, is exactly why AI ads look fake becomes the headline instead of the actual issue, which is that most of these tools give you zero control over what you're about to spend your credits on. So here's the actual fix, and it's simpler than it sounds. Before you generate a single video, you should be able to see, scene by scene, exactly what that video is going to look like. Not imagine it, see it. That's the whole idea behind what I'd call the storyboard-first workflow. Instead of typing a prompt and gambling a credit on it, you get a full time-stamped storyboard first. Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3, each with the actual shot planned out before anything gets generated. I know what you're thinking. Storyboards sound like extra work, like now you've got to be a director on top of everything else. It's actually the opposite. The software builds the storyboard for you automatically, based on your product and a strategy that's already been shown to work. You're not writing it. You're reviewing it. And this is the part that actually solves the looks fake problem. The reason AI UGC looks off usually isn't the render quality. It's that the pacing's wrong, or the actor's doing something that doesn't match what they're saying, or the whole thing just feels random because it was generated randomly. When you can see the plan before you commit to the video, you catch that stuff before it ever becomes a finished, weird-looking ad. You regenerate the storyboard, not the whole expensive video. So the difference isn't the AI model underneath. Everyone's kind of converging on similar quality there anyway. The difference is whether you're generating with a plan or generating blind. Now, if you've used something like Arcads or Higgsfield before, I get the skepticism. A lot of these tools are honestly pretty similar under the hood, and if your experience was burning credits on takes you couldn't use, that experience was real. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't. 2 things are actually different here though. First, the storyboard preview, which most of these tools just don't have. You commit to the full render before you've seen anything. Second, and this one surprised me the first time I saw it, this is the only one of these tools that can generate up to a full minute of video. Everything else I've tried caps out at 15 seconds, which for a UGC style ad, 15 seconds is barely enough to get through a hook. let alone show the product and land a reason to buy. Now, let me just show you the actual process because it's easier to see than to explain. First step is adding your product. You go to the Products tab inside the software and you click Add Product. All you do is paste in your product page URL, the actual listing link. You don't upload photos yourself. You don't write a description. You just drop in the link and hit go. Once you do that, the software goes and pulls images straight off that product page, and it builds what's basically a 360-degree contact sheet of your product, every angle laid out together. That contact sheet is what keeps your product looking consistent across every single ad you generate after this. So the logo doesn't shift, the text on the packaging doesn't warp, the actual shape and color of the product stays exactly right, generation after generation. That part usually takes, it's fast, a minute or two, depending on how many images are on the page. And here's the part that matters later. The software is also analyzing that product in the background while it's doing this, not just grabbing pictures. It's using that to figure out angle and strategy for the ads it's about to help you build, so you're not starting from a blank page when it comes to what the ad should actually say or show. You'll see that show up in a minute when we get to the storyboard. Second step, and this is the one people usually enjoy, is creating your actor. You've got two options here. You can clone an actual actor if you've got footage of someone, or you can generate one completely from scratch. For this one, we're doing from scratch since that's what most people are going to use first. You just type in a few basic details, an actor name, gender, age range, and the language you want them speaking. That's genuinely it. You're not writing a physical description or picking from 50 sliders. You hit generate, and then you wait a few minutes while it builds the actor. What comes out is, again, a full contact sheet, this time of the actor from every angle, so their face, their voice, the way they look stays identical every time you use them in a future video. That's actually a big deal because the thing that makes AI UGC feel fake a lot of the time is when the same person looks subtly different in every ad. This locks that down before you ever generate a single ad with them. Once you've got a product and an actor sitting in the software, the last step is actually making the ad, and this is where the Storyboard-First Workflow comes in. You start a new project, and on the left side, you'll see input fields. You select the actor you just built and the product we added earlier. For duration, I'm going with 30 seconds here. That's usually the sweet spot for this kind of ad. Though, remember, this is the only tool out of the ones I've tried that can go all the way up to a full minute if your ad actually needs that much room. Everything else defaults fine as is. You don't need to touch it. Then you click Generate Storyboards, not Generate Video. Generate storyboards. This is the step that saves you money and saves you from the fake looking stuff, because instead of burning a credit on a full video, you're getting a cheap preview first. You wait a few minutes, and what comes back is a time-stamped scene by scene plan. Scene 1 at 0 seconds, scene 2 at say 8 seconds, and so on, each one already built around an ad strategy that's actually worked before, not something you had to come up with yourself. You can look through that storyboard and decide if it's actually good. If something feels off, you regenerate the storyboard, which costs way less than regenerating a full video would. In this case, honestly, it looked good to me on the first pass, so I just clicked Generate Video. A few minutes after that, the finished video is sitting there, and I'll be straight with you, the first time I saw the output, I did not expect it to look this real. There's no way I'd have gotten this from typing a prompt myself. That's really the whole point of the storyboard step. It removes the guesswork before the expensive part even happens. Now here's the part that ties this back to your actual ad account, not just one video. You don't stop at one ad. The structure that actually works well on Meta right now is one campaign, 3 ad sets, and 3 ads inside each ad set. 9 ads total. That's not a random number I picked. Meta's Andromeda algorithm is looking for creative diversity inside a campaign, meaning it wants to see genuinely different angles and hooks, not the same ad with a different color background. So you use this exact same workflow, same product, same actor if you want consistency, or a different actor for variety, and you just generate 9 of these using the storyboard method. You end up with a campaign that's actually built the way the algorithm wants it, instead of one lonely ad sitting by itself hoping to perform. Now, I know some of you are thinking, okay, but my product needs an actual person holding it, showing the texture, showing scale, an AI actor is not going to cut it. Here's the thing though, that's exactly why the product contact sheet from step 1 matters so much. The software is not just slapping a generic actor next to a generic product, it's using the actual images off your real product page, so the actor's shown holding, wearing, or using the actual thing you sell. Consistent consistent detail and all. It's not one-size-fits-all footage. Another one I hear a lot, I'm not good at prompting, I'll mess up the storyboard step. Honestly, you don't really prompt this thing the way people picture prompting. You're not writing a paragraph describing camera angles. The software already analyzed your product and picked a strategy that's worked before. You're mostly just reviewing what it made and clicking regenerate if something's off. If you can look at a storyboard and go, yeah, that scene should probably move to the fridge instead of the counter, you can use this. Time's the other big one. I don't have time to learn a new tool. And look, I'm not going to tell you it's instant. The first time you go through this product, actor, storyboard, video, it'll probably take you a bit longer because you're learning where things are. The second time's quicker. By your third or fourth ad, you're basically doing this on autopilot, and the whole thing, start to finish for one ad, is well under half an hour. And then there's the one that's a little funny to hear people say, which is basically, this sounds too easy, what's the catch? Honestly, the catch, if there is one, is that it's still on you to have a decent product page to start from, since that's what the software is reading to build everything else. Weak product photos in, weaker output out. But if your listing's got clear images and you're using this workflow, you're not fighting the fake AI problem anymore. You're just fighting whether your product's actually good, which is a completely different, much more honest problem to have. So to bring it back around, the reason your AI UGC ads have looked fake probably has nothing to do with which AI model you picked. It's that you were generating without seeing anything first, burning credits on guesses, one at a time, with no real structure behind the campaign you were building. Storyboard first, then generate. 9 ads. Built to match how Andromeda actually wants creative diversity, not one ad hoping to carry a whole campaign. If you want to actually try this yourself, the tool I just walked you through this whole video with is links in the description. And honestly, the fastest way to know if it's for you isn't to take my word for it. Go add your own product, build your own actor, and generate one storyboard. You'll know within that first preview whether this fixes the looks fake problem for your specific product, because you'll be looking at the actual plan for your actual ad before you've spent a single credit on the finished video.